Alright, just got a quick video on the removing the AC compressor on a 2008 F150. This one's got the 4.6 2-valve Triton in it. This would be the same location on the 5.4 3-valve. AC compressor is located down here on the bottom right. I see videos of people saying you can get it from the bottom. The easiest way actually is going to be getting it from the top. You're going to need to remove your fan and your shroud. This is by far the easiest way. I went and rented this tool here from O'Reilly's to hold. You just put it on these two bolts right here to hold your fan. Took a pair of channel locks and just barely even bumped the fan, and the fan come right off. So it unbolts real easy. So I mean, this is like 10 minutes to get the fan off, and gives you access to pull your compressor straight out. So you do got to get underneath the bottom to get the bolts out. But this is going to save you a lot of headache trying to remove this compressor assembly by taking the shroud and the fan off, and then you can just pull that right out. I do recommend, if you're going to replace this compressor, take your lines apart right over here at the condenser and check your pull your, I think it's your bottom, yeah, pull your bottom one, yeah, you're going to pull your bottom tube out, top one. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be your bottom tube. You're going to pull it loose. You got a orifice tube filter that's inside here. You want to check that. If it's dirty or full of shit like mine was, here's what all the stuff that come off of my compressor. My compressor locked up. And let me see, can I get it to focus? Come on, focus on that. Anyway, don't want to focus on it, but it captured a lot of debris from inside this system. So anyway, it done its job. So I went ahead, I bought the whole system. It come with a new condenser. So I've already got the condenser replaced. It comes with a new dryer. So I got a whole new dryer and a new compressor. Got the new compressor and a new orifice tube. So I got the new orifice tube, new dryer, new condenser. I got to flush my lines out. It's really not that difficult. I removed the battery, removed the ECU and the bracket. The hardest part on this up here was getting the AC line connected, disconnected from the firewall. You got to have the special tools for that. That's a pain in the ass to get up in there and get that. So the trick to that is you got to push it forward, get your tool inside there, and then pull it off. It's not easy. It does take quite a bit of messing with. If you've not messed with those, it's the same as the fuel lines. They can be a pain in the butt too. So anyway, I recommend, as they do, replace it all. I mean, this truck's got 393,000 miles on it, and the factory compressor just now went out on it, so I have no problem putting a new one on it. Only thing I've had to do to this engine is put an intake gasket on it. I'm getting ready to replace the timing chains and the oil pump. Still runs great. I'm gonna go ahead and do timing chains and oil pump. See, can I get 500,000 miles out of this engine? And just see what happens. I mean, hell, the old truck runs great. It's still got the original transmission in it. I did have to replace the reverse band and the forward band in it, but it's still got the original clutches. But anyway, I'm a Chevy guy, but hell, this thing is Ford tough. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thanks.